Hello and welcome back to this bonus adventure of Betrayal on the Trail. When we last saw our heroes, the tavern was attacked by a horde of the undead. Deciding to let Arabella catch up on her sleep, Bree, Marie and Kibal fended them off by themselves and found a piece of parchment attached to the head of one of the zombies. The parchment was a map and a warning that if they didn't go to the location specified on the map, the writer would burn Hagar to the ground. On the back of a horse Kibal, the party set off to follow the map and found an old temple within the forest. Within the temple was a silver statue of a beholder, each of its eyes firing a laser beam at a spinning ball with glass attached to it, which was reflecting the lasers like a disco ball of death, blocking the entranceway. And that is where we shall continue our adventure. You can still make your perception check if you want to have a continuous further look at them.
Yeah, I'll do that if that's alright.
Yeah.
Would we know what a beholder is? Are they?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
That's a good.
Yeah, I would say the people most likely to know are Kibal and Arabella. Obviously, one of the two aren't currently here. The other two, of course, haven't read a lot of books or anything like that. I mean, you can make a history check if you want to know the lore of them in this realm, Kibal.
Yeah, alright, I'll do that first. I'll de-horse.
Awesome.
At this point, so I don't think it really makes much sense for me to. It's oh shit. History. So that's 17 plus nothing. 17.
So you do know what this creature is. You know they're kind of like mad, obsessive tyrants that are very, very self-centered. They don't trust other things, so that they were a part of the old war, but their placement in it was very on the sidelines. They were more about plotting how to use main confrontations to better their own engagement in the world, See a weakened enemy after a war, finish them off, take their land, take their treasures, that sort of stuff. They were very heavily hunted down when Eldath gave the paladins the power to go hunt monsters like this. And there hasn't really been much record of them in recent years.
So, to my knowledge, everything Jay said. So does that follow that this place is a temple to one of these things, or was built by one of them? Does the statue of does this disco laser, even though it's going to look? God, this is a complex question. Look contemporaneous with the rest of the place. Does it look like that is part of the temple and was built as part of the temple, or is this is this like a kitchen extension that's been done after the fact?
No, it looks like the beholder statue is the main event of this hall. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what it is. Next question. How do we get past?
We could potentially find a way to turn it off, maybe. If it's a device, there's got to be. I mean, in my experience, it would
Is it? I wanna see if the beams are harmless. So I'm going to take out my mage hand extendo grabber. And oh wait, shit! Temporal paradox.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Matt, don't mess with the timeline.
Grizzled, one-eyed old Marie appears through a tear in reality. Don't use it! Don't use it! You'll ruin everything. Also, the traitor is... Alright. In that case, I think I'll just... Are there, if I can kick up a rock, maybe, or some dirt, a clod of earth?
Yeah.
If it's not thing, or just... And just kind of lob it. I can see that it's cutting into the floor slightly, but I want to just lob it across the room in the way that in the direction of the door, the other passageways.
Yeah, amazing. So you mount up a little bit of soil, chuck it through the entranceway, and as a beam crosses over it, it just fades from existence.
Whoa.
Probably
Ooh.
quite dangerous then.
That's not the effect I was expecting.
No.
Is the statue just made out of stone?
Silvery.
Okay.
So we need to make ourselves all silvery, is what you're saying?
Well, or we could just cut off the eyes. I don't know how hard that's going to be.
Oh,
Is it doing any damage? It's not doing any damage to the disco ball thing, is it? Bouncing off the lights are bouncing off that.
Yep.
Something tells me we need to get 3 in that ball.
I'm gonna suggest potentially shooting the disco ball and it smashes, and then there's just lights going up at that thing.
I like
Or-
it.
Yeah?
I can't think of a better option, and it's. No, it sounds good.
Feels right. Okay, not gonna arrow. Just aim it at the thing. I'm just gonna try and shoot it.
You can try and shoot the disco ball itself or the rope that it's hanging from.
Now I want to shoot the rope.
Yeah, I thought so.
I think that's the higher DC, but that's a very good roll at a solid P3.
Cool. So
Oh,
you...
no, 22, sorry.
Oh, well, that's all the difference. You aim your arrow up at the rope, let loose, and it slashes its way straight through. The ball falls to the ground with a thunk, some of the glass at the bottom breaking, and just kind of rolls off to the side. Because all the I-beams are aimed directly at where the disco ball once was, the room is now completely safe to pass through.
Cool. Alright. So yeah, we'll walk into the room. We can get up close to the beholder a bit closer.
Amazing. So,
And yeah, have another look around and see whether.
yeah, cool. Like I say, it's kind of like the main room of some sort of temple. It seems to be dedicated to this beholder. It has a small sort of offering plate which slides down into where the beholder's mouth is, so that when you drop a coin in, it falls down the plate and down into some unknown place inside the mouth. The room has 3 exits to it. It has a main double doorway straight ahead, and it has 2 tunnels leading off left and right side. The tunnels go directly upwards. They are constructed entirely out of bone, and the one to the right seems to have crumbled in on itself, like some sort of cave-in has happened, but of bone. Oh, and based on your history check earlier, Val, you know that from what you've read, beholders build their sort of places like this. They have just shafts that head straight upwards, so that those that have to remain on land can't necessarily follow them if they need to go somewhere private or anything.
So we need to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think 3 would take out a silver coin and kind of walk up to the beholder and just kind of like point at it and check with the party. We could give it an offering. No?
Well, like that silver piece or something.
Yeah, or I don't know. We could.
Or
give it-
Arabella.
No, not ideally.
I'm joking, of course.
What the,
I'm just being mean because she's not here.
go on, pop. All right, give it the old college try.
Just kind of slowly place the silver piece onto the offering tray.
Yeah. It slides down into the mouth and falls its way into it. Doesn't seem to make a noise.
Twirl around like those coin slots you get at like Toys R Us.
Man, I wish I put that in.
If it pushes out loads more. I'll look up the pipe. How far up does it go?
It looks to be about 50 feet.
Okay, and how wide is the pipe?
It's about 10 feet across.
Oh, we haven't been to the Academatorium at this point, have we?
No.
Okay, so I don't have a complex about my sewer magic. Okay.
I mean, if one of you truck me up, I can potentially climb up, and then drop a rope down. Like if as long as there's nothing up there that's gonna eat me before I can have a chance to do that.
I can make a flying friend to scout for us.
I mean, yeah, I prefer that.
As much as I'd like to fastball special with you, perhaps not reconnaissance up a bone pipe.
Yeah, no, I'm all right. In hindsight.
Okay, so I'll take my staff, hold it like high, close my eyes at who do a rough sort of like, and cast Summon Beast. Call forth a bestial spirit. So, like fluttering from the rafters in the thing where a pigeon will appear. Not dissimilar from like the iridescent totem pigeon that I have, but real and tangible. I'll get him to come sit on my hand. I'll stroke his head once. This creature is an ally to me and my companions, and because I've got beast speech, I can understand it can understand me, and I can understand simple concepts from it. And it's my friend. It's an ally because I've summoned it, so I don't need to persuade it to be my friend.
More like a bestial spirit. Sorry.
You are a servant of a friend. You understand this?
With that, I'll like send it up to like scout around in there, and then hopefully come back in a minute.
Amazing. So it flutters its way straight up the pipe, kind of disappears from sight after it rounds the corner 50 feet upwards. A few seconds, about 30 seconds or so pass. Hear the fluttering come back, shoots its way back down the pipe, and comes and lands back on your arm, completely unharmed.
Is there danger up there?
It does its no coup.
Is there value up there?
Kind of cocks its head a bit, is like,
On balance, is it worth throwing my friend Marie up there? Would she? All right. Well, you're here for an hour, so.
I've pulled you into existence. Now you're stuck here for 60 minutes.
Come sit on my shoulder. If there's a fight, you have surprisingly good statistics.
Cool. And then I'll be like, I'll relay to the party. It's not danger.
But the pigeon thinks it might be worth checking out. Marie, ready for Plan A?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no! Wait. What on earth am I doing? I'll take your rope now, and I'll attach it to the pigeon.
I'm like, I want you to fly around something up there to secure it.
Awesome.
Is there something up there you could secure this to? Right, rock on.
Cool. It flies its way up, and there's a little bit of rib kind of sticking out a little bit from the tube. It does a loop around it to secure the rope on it, and then kind of like loops its way under to tie a quick knot for itself. Pulls it taut. Kind of
You've done well.
Good pigeon.
Hey, what's his name?
What? Get the rope.
Just start climbing, I guess.
I'm gonna climb as well, I guess.
You make your way up to the top of the tube, and you can see down it now. It continues on about 80 feet or so, and then sheer drop downwards down another identical tube. There is also a small opening in the ceiling about 20 feet forward that seems to lead into a room higher up from here.
The bone that's lining the walls,
Yes.
can I tell what kind of a creature these bones are from, or is it kind of a variety?
Oh man, it's the full variety pack in here.
Okay.
It's a Bombay mix of bones.
I mean, so you see the up or down, really, isn't it?
I'm still at the bottom. Like, I haven't got up the thing yet. I'm like, what's up there? Is it?
Is it just more tunnels, really?
The bones are from a variety of creatures.
Right.
And so there's still the double doors down here
Yeah.
that we've not been through.
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
Do you think it's worth exploring the tunnels now while we're up there?
Oh, I mean, there are those double doors down there.
Well, yes,
But-
but... Hold on.
I'm going to climb up the stairs.
Fucking hell. This pigeon is gonna disappear before we get a decision.
Sorry, just to be clear with the positioning. When we climb this rope, and it's attached to this thing, are we now basically on essentially another floor?
Essentially, but it's like a corridor in this tube formation, so it is rounded at the bottom. Still,
we don't still have to hang off the rope while we're doing this. As
Yeah,
it were.
yeah.
We can rest here, and I could theoretically bring up the rope and send the pigeon up the next 20 feet
yes, 100%.
to do that part. I'll do that for now.
Yeah,
I'll
cool.
get
While he's here, we may as well do this.
How many times can you summon Philip, just in case he gets lost or takes a while?
I'm a powerful beastmaster number. I will not falter.
Okay.
just Kamal trying to avoid saying probably twice unless I have to spell. So yeah, I'll send the pigeon up. The other thing, I'll just leave him attached to the rope this time. I'll give him the instruction of
Have a look. Obviously, come back if there's danger and let us know. But otherwise, tie yourself off in the same way.
He flies upwards and does exactly that. He kind of ties himself off on a little bit of loose ground that he finds, and the rope drops down ready for you guys to climb it. So you climb your way up, and you find yourself in a form of study. A lot of kind of dark, tattered books lining one wall. Few of them open on the ground, pages torn out of them, and spell circles etched in sort of red chalk on the ground. Some of them seem messy, but one specific one seems to be the clean, finished one.
Is the ground made of bone as well, or is it
It's given its way back into a sort of stony thing.
okay.
okay, I'll have a look at this. I'll have a look at this magic circle. I'll gesture to Marie. And I think then, not out of deliberate cruelty for once, but I will look at 3 and then be like,
Arabella. Oh,
and then just be like,
Marie, do you recognize this?
and I want to study it to see if I can get any sense of what it does.
The circles. I mean, yeah. Okay.
We can make an Arcana check each, or one of you can have it with the help action, or...
I
mean,
am not good at Arcana, so I'm happy to give you the help action if you're proficient in it.
I'm not.
Or if you've got any kind of positive modifier in it at all.
I don't.
Nope. Like I've got like Jack of all trades, which brings it up to a solid 0. So,
Yeah, I got a 0 too. I tell you what, why don't we each make one, then flat.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
17.
9.
I'm rolling good today.
Ree somehow knows more about this than the magic user in the room.
If only we had a spellcaster, a wizard, or something.
Arabella isn't here. I'm the wizard now.
So, Marie, as the new wizard in the room, you recognize this. Using a few of the books around as well to kind of help with your understanding of what's happening. There's a lot of necromancy in the air in this room. The books are the study of necromancy, different spells, different concepts and whatnot. And these circles are sort of a way that necromancers that want to mass produce the undead can do it without burning a lot of arcane energy or anything like that. This is their conduit, essentially, and it helps them cast the same spell lots of times without exhausting themselves physically.
So guys, this is what we call it, the college, is a zombie factory. And
So this is like a focus that's allowing them to generate power and cast this repeatedly.
Yeah.
Is this magic circle, is it on the floor in like chalk?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool, I'm going to poison spray on it. It's like, to try and spit it, to try and just disrupt
Yeah. You spit onto a portion of it, what seems to be like the center of it, and it just wipes away a big portion of the circle.
Do I get the sense that like someone has left in a hurry, or like have they just?
Make an investigation check.
A 5.
It's hard to tell.
So there's all these books about. I'd probably like to probably just grab one, to be honest, for Baal's habit, and just like take a book. There's not any like. Is there like a desk that they're on or anything, or is it just like notes in this cavern and these chalk scrolls?
So it's got a actual bookshelf. Bookshelf itself seems quite dusty. It's not had a lot of use recently. There is a desk as well that is also quite dusty. The books themselves are currently, the ones that have been used, open on the floor. Kind of scattered around the circles, like the person was using it as reference, whatever.
I'm gonna check the desk real quick, just see if there's if there's any desk drawers, pull them out. Absolutely unconcerned about traps, as I shouldn't be. Just
you don't find much in them. There's no notes or anything. You do find a small silver key.
Huh.
Oh God, if we've got to grow this, I'll be bloody furious.
yeah, I'll pocket it. I'll bring everybody's attention to it.
I'll be like, keep your eyes out for something that could be unlocked with this.
Like a large set of double doors.
We didn't check. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Theoretically, I suppose that's possible, yes.
Is there any other exits or entrances out of this room, or is it just the corridor?
It's an isolated room, yeah.
Okay. I mean, so it's assuming on the lack of ropes, and that it would imply that, like, I mean, the individual might not be a beholder; it might be something that can just fly. I mean, I'm not saying beholders can probably, do the necromancy biz, but Why now? Why would a beholder just randomly attack in the middle of the night?
And why try and bring us here, but then not welcome us in?
Yeah, kind of weird, kind of rude to be honest. Like we didn't have to get up and we're so tired tomorrow.
I know it's probably.
I was awake anyway, to be fair, but it's still rude.
I got a big day and I want to look good for when they welcome me to the Academatorium.
Yeah.
So, let's get this out of the way. I say we head back down and see about the doors.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Oh, actually, if everybody's all right going down, I think what I'd like to do before that is just send the pigeon down the like collapsed one for a scout with the same like, is there anything of that? If there's anything, or if there's anything other than a collapsed tunnel.
If there are any beholders.
It wouldn't necessarily be able to make its way up that easily because it's caved in on itself. I mean, I suppose you could make it a gap to squeeze itself through, but...
So would it to make a little gap in these bones? It would just require a little bit of like pressure or something, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. Outside of the front, just be like,
Marie, cover your ears. Beast, cover your ears. 3, I need you.
Walk up to Cabal.
And then cast Thunder Wave.
Yeah. So just as 3 gets almost within range, you let just a
I'm
blast.
actually. It's gonna come from out of me, so it's not deafen him as badly as it could if he was at my side. It is just Cabal being a mean older brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything that's not secured, unsecured objects in the area are automatically pushed 10 feet away from me, or from the 15-foot cube, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think that should, I hope it works in a way of basically being like a controlled blast of like 20 feet of this,
Yeah.
like blockage.
So essentially, the blockage just kind of like everything within it flies backwards towards the back wall and smashes into tiny pieces of the bone, just kind of giving way. It makes the path upwards revealed. It also reveals a human underneath the body of one that seemed to be crushed under the rubble. They're holding a set of pan flutes in one of their hands.
Oh.
Pan flute has a kind of like little skull carved out of wood and laid onto it, and feathers down the edge of it, all black colour. Pipes themselves are all this nice shade of grey.
I think I'll take the pipes.
Mhm.
Oh.
And I'll just like grab them, like out of this hand, like sniff at them, and then like hand them towards Marie.
We can ask about these at the Academatorium tomorrow.
As your hands touch these pipes, you can tell they're arcane. They are
Okay.
very arcane. They are necrotic. You know that if you blow it towards a certain target, if you have it be the sort of focus of your entertainment, it will kind of away at them and cause them to wither ever so slightly.
This is some cursed flutes. Come on.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe I will take it. No,
I don't think they're my aesthetic, but I'll take it for now.
maybe a rest and a look at them might reveal
Yeah.
more.
I mean, who's this fuck then?
Oh yeah, good point.
I'll look at the crushed man and do a cursory medicine check and say,
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, but
His features are
Thanks,
pretty
Aaron.
like mangled, so you can't like necessarily figure out who it is.
what their clothes like, or it's just like tats?
They seem to be an adventurer like yourselves, but more kind of like an explorer, Indiana Jones style one. They've got, just a bunch of provisions around them, a bunch of ropes around their waist, and a long sword.
Looking at the, structural integrity of this tunnel, does it look like it could have easily, just kind of collapsed, or, is it solid along here? Does it look like we're at risk here?
It looks about as solid as the other one. I mean, Cabal just blasted it with
Yeah.
the Thunderwave, and it didn't collapse again. Looks like something specifically made it crumble down.
Mm.
And did you say it's now revealed more path beyond this man?
Yeah. Upwards again and then across, but...
Okay. Alright. Do your thing.
Cool.
I'll send a pigeon up with the rope.
The pigeon flows its way up, secures it. You make your way up again, and it's pretty much identical to the opposite one, but this time it doesn't have a room that heads upwards. It's just a straight path across and then downwards.
We can retrace our steps, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not moving around behind us or something.
Well, we can forge our own path. We've already proved that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll be fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep following the following the route then.
It makes its way back down another tube, and to the right of it is a large chamber. It seems to be some kind of experimentation chamber. There are large green tubes lining the walls all the way around a circle. Each of the tubes has a creature inside of it. All, once again, very powerful, rare creatures. Got Mind Flayer, Minotaur, a young dragon. Got some of the lesser things, tieflings, ladrins, that sort of thing. Still exotic, but not necessarily as powerful. Two of the tubes have been smashed, and the floor, for about 40 feet across, encased with this green liquid.
Oh, worlds of no.
There's another
Acres of no.
set of double doors on the other side as well.
I don't think we're going to be okay with that, Arabella. I think we should go back.
We're gonna have to get across this green goo to get to those double doors.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to touch it.
Can we see if there's a locking mechanism? If there's something that, say, a small silvered key on the doors might open?
There is not, but as you look around the room, you can see a small chest on the other side of this pool of whatever, and it has a small keyhole in it. As you also kind of come into the room to have a peruse, hear a noise start up from the other side, from the door itself. Kind of like rhythmic knocking noise. Sort of like percussion, almost. It's just slow, repetitive. It starts to drive way into each of your minds, and I would like you to all make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh, balls.
It's an 11.
1.
15.
Sabri, you're used to music. You're not that big a fan of the beat, and you start kind of drowning it out with your own tune in your head.
Mm-hmm.
As you watch your two friends step out from either side of you and just start walking their way, seemingly obsessed with the direction that this music is coming from.
Whoa, guys. No, stop it.
And as they take their first step into the green goo, I'm going to deal a little bit of damage. So that is 4 acidic damage.
Cool.
Can I like grab the rope from the pigeon and like just attempt to kind of like run around like kind of hop over the goo and like run like around them to kind of like tie them together?
Goo is 40 feet across. I'm not sure if you
40 feet across.
Yes.
Okay. Never mind.
As...
walked into goo. I'm gonna try and grab like I can't grab both of their like kind of like
you can
gruffs.
You can certainly try.
Like, would I be able to grab both or just the one?
Both, I'd say.
Okay.
Came into the room pretty much next to each other.
Is that strength?
Yeah, strength check.
That's so tiny. This is a 14.
I'd say, with that one, pick which one you're going to pull backwards.
Shit.
That is the evilest question I've ever asked.
I'm gonna try and get 3 out and assume that like Cabal can kind of hold his own. Like I'm just kind of like pulling 3 by like the like little kind of like excess skin that cats have at the back of their like.
Cool. So
and as for Cabal, like I'm not letting go of Cabal, but like I think I'm kind of like trying to like.
You will get dragged into the goo if you continue holding on to him.
I wouldn't let go.
Cool. Bree, as you get pulled backwards, you get kind of knocked out of this charmed state. Val, seeing as you've taken damage, you can make another charisma save to see if you can break from this spell.
All right. So that's 15.
Awesome, yeah. So, not needing to pull him any further back, Val kind of realizes his feet are burning ever so slightly and hops backwards out of the acid.
Do I take any damage as well?
No, he's managed to save just before he took the next few steps in.
Right, okay.
Though you can all still hear this kind of like melodic, just thunking noise, it doesn't have any effect on you anymore. You've kind of managed to realize the strange magic that's wound into it and correct yourself from it.
Not a fan of that. Right.
No.
Would I be able to like just in case like there's like the beat like continues, would I be able to like play like at a different kind of tempo to kind of like offset it?
I love that, yeah. You kind of start to drown it out with your own playing.
It's probably really annoying, but like drowns it out at least a little bit.
Makes the whole thing really dissonant and weird, which is Cabal's musical taste.
Yeah.
The sound of a trumpet being stood on in the rain.
Is there anything? So if Philip, if the pigeon still has his rope, is there anything high up in the room? These tanks, they line the room, right? They're not in the center.
Yeah, they're all around the edges. Kind of like a strange monster museum.
And there's no light fixture or fitting. Is that what I would like? Is something that you could slide that over, and then we potentially use the rope to swing the distance across.
There are chains from the ceiling that are attached to lanterns.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna send a pigeon up that way.
This one pigeon has had so much mileage.
Yes, you have done well. You will earn a name.
I'd like him to set that up then, so we've got and we're ready. I'll take a swing over the goo.
Yeah, amazing. So eyes it up, gets it ready, and holding onto the rope, ready to do this. Acrobatics check. I'm gonna have to call for this one. Or athletics. I'm happy with either.
But that's a natural one.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I turned around and
watch this.
You take 3 points of acid damage as you jump, letting go of the rope instantly, and land just right into the middle of the acid.
Was that part of the...
Don't get the rope!
Just trying to try and bat it back to him whilst he's like...
Yeah. So they send it back towards you, and you manage to grab onto it and kind of lift yourself out again.
I clamber up and then spend an embarrassing minute or so building up momentum to slowly work myself to the side.
And we're gonna say, for the sake of it, you eventually make your way over to the other side, learning from your mistakes the first time.
Cool.
You're good, X3.
Sure. That's a 16 for acrobatics.
Yeah, awesome. Way more gracefully, you kind of wrap yourself around this rope. Wing straight across, do a nice landing. I mean, Free always lands on his feet.
I coldly glare at him and then unlock.
Yeah. Do you want to make your swing across, Miri?
Yeah, I'll do myself.
Yeah, cool.
16.
Cool. Same thing. You manage to gracefully swing your way across, make a perfect landing, and
Sweet.
as you unlock the chest, you open it up and see a jug, very large jug, lined with lots of different spouts, each one with an independent cork in them.
That's interesting.
I'll pop it in my bag.
Awesome.
What was that, Akbal? What did you just put in your bag?
It's a jug of some kind.
Oh,
I'll get it
yeah.
out and show it quite happily, just like...
It's I don't know, it's like some sort of spider jug. I'll have a look at it. Perhaps who knows what it could have. Oil, wine, mayonnaise.
Perhaps we can ask about it tomorrow.
Exactly. We'll add it to the to-do list.
I'll pop it in my bag and then be like,
Right, lovely.
and then kick the door. The doors in the middle.
Awesome. So you kick the doors open. The room ahead of you is a very off-putting sight. It is mainly crimson red as blood waterfalls come down at multiple points in the room into small pools. As they come down a little stream and into a center where there's a large blood whirlpool, there's a figure stood on a podium far off at the other side of this whirlpool. A large dark cloak covering its body draped its way down off the podium. I didn't think you'd come. After all, you left me for dead last time. Turning around.
Arabella?
How did we not see this coming? Turning to face you as he pulls his hood back is a kobold with sunglasses and a small party hat. But on its face is some sort of purple markings, kind of like thunder making its way over its eye and down its face and down onto its arms. I managed to escape, you know. Escape that orcish camp, no thanks to you. And I had to hide away from the world while they were hunting me. All because you couldn't be bothered to come find me. But I found this, the temple of a beholden necromancer. And I studied over those 3 or 4 days that it was that you were in Feldebreck. I gained powers. Dark powers. And now, I'm ready to let you know the pain that I felt when I knew that no one was coming to save me.
I'm sorry, I think there's been some confusion. I don't believe we met.
I knew you were in Feldebreck, you motherfucker! Don't lie to me! And he is going to hold his hand out towards the whirlpool, beaming with dark necrotic energy, and as he does, he raises it up, and from the blood whirlpool comes a beholder, undead in nature, dripping with blood.
Fuck.
Thanks so much for watching part 2 of this 3-part special adventure. If you like what you just saw, make sure you leave us a like to let us know. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the conclusion. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.